Hi. Um, so I'm gonna tell you what my two different projects were for my showcase. The first one is going back to when we used all of the different Microsoft templates to make different projects. My first one was a student project, a calendar. This one, for example, is a reading schedule for the book Holes by Louis Sachar. It's just this example was to kind of show how students can break up projects. So this one, for example, would be reading the book. It has important days marked in red. So, for example, on the 14th, 21st, and 28th, the 3 Mondays after we've started the book, there will be check-in days to make sure that the students are actually keeping on track. And then on the 31st, there's a quiz the next day. So, just kind of important. For projects like this, I would include very important dates for the students to include on their thing, but other than that, they would kind of be able to choose the speed at which they read. So some students like to read really fast. Some students need a push to actually read the book. So I think this would be good in helping them to break down the task of reading an entire book or doing an entire project. There would be certain guidelines as to they need to have so many chapters read in a week, and obviously the check-in days and the quiz and tests would also limit them a little bit more too, but this is just a way to allow them to kind of decide whenever they're going to do their homework, as long as there are still certain deadlines met. For example, if a student always knows they're going to have a big, physics a big load of physics homework on Tuesday nights, or they know, for example, that there's going to be a test on a certain day, they can read either ahead of time so they can spend a few extra days on other homework or whatever, just as long as they're reading that book, that's fine. Now I wanted to show you the nets that go along with this project. The first one would be the creativity and innovation. Students would demonstrate creative thinking, construct knowledge, and develop innovative products and processes using technology. I know personally I never used the Microsoft templates in high school or middle school or anything. Maybe once or twice we used Publisher for a few different projects, but other than that it was mostly just PowerPoint or something. So they would apply that existing knowledge of how Microsoft works and things like that to generate the new ideas or products, being the calendars, and then it would kind of give them the ability to create the original work as a means of personal expression. So they can decorate the calendar with pictures and word art and whatever they want to do to make it look fun and make it more personal to them. Then I also thought number 4 went really well: critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. Students use critical thinking skills to plan and conduct research, manage projects, solve problems, and make informed decisions using appropriate digital tools and resources. This project really is all decision making, so they would use this calendar to kind of make their decisions for them. Once they set it out, as long as they stick to it, they'll be able to go, but the process of making it would be a big decision process, how many chapters should I read a night, a week, and so on and so forth. The second project I wanted to show you was my video project. Really, students could use this for anything. Mine was kind of a tour of Paris. But they could do it they could film them and their friends reenacting scenes of books and other things like that. But here's just a short clip of mine.
Spanning several blocks with a large fountain towards one end, Le Jardin is a popular place to spend an afternoon, especially on a nice day. At the opposite end of the Tuileries, you come to Le Louvre, the largest museum in the world. Le Louvre is home to some of the most famous paintings and sculptures.
So there's just a short little clip showing you what can be done with a project. They can add background music, they could do pictures or video, and they can also do layover speech like I had. Real quickly, I just want to tell you the other two nets that go along with that. It's actually 1 and 3, so 1 again. This is another creativity and innovation project. Again, I never really used iMovie or Movie Maker or anything a lot in high school, and I think that it would be a new idea or project for students to use within their classes, and it allows for a lot of creativity. They get to choose basically everything, every little detail of the movie, and you can spend a lot of time on it, or you could spend not so much time on it, but it's definitely a creativity and innovation project. And then the other one was the research and information fluency. That students apply digital tools to gather, evaluate, and use information. Not only would they be using the internet and other resources to gather that information and do their research on certain projects, if it's going to be like mine, where it was a tour of Paris looking for photos and royalty-free music and things like that, but they would also be organizing that information using the Movie Maker program. So those were my two projects I wanted to share with you, and then also the corresponding nets that went along with them.